Thank you so much for listening to PoliticalStorm.com. I'm John Small. Try to hopefully unmuddy the waters a little bit and make things a little more clear. I was watching the news and I was flipping from channel to channel. So I'm watching one channel and they say Hillary Clinton is in the lead. And then you flip the channel and they say Donald Trump is in the lead. And then I go to another channel and say Hillary Clinton is in the lead. And I was like, okay, that's a little confusing. Maybe I'll go to the internet to clear this up. So, I log into the old internet. I type it in and say, hey, internet, help me solve this problem. And they give me the answers, and they're even more confusing. I see it really kind of depends on which poll you look at. Because I've got a bunch of polls that say Clinton is ahead, and then I've got a bunch of polls that say Trump is ahead. So it really depends on the source. Because as you look at the ones that say that Clinton is ahead, they're a little more liberal. If you look at the ones where Trump is ahead, they're a little more conservative. I think that maybe that's part of the thing. Here's what I will tell you. Polls aside, just use your eyes. Use your ears. Pay attention to what you're seeing on your own social media pages. What I'm seeing on my social media pages, very not so positive for either of these candidates, quite honest. I don't know that anybody's really rallying around either of these candidates saying, this is the person I've always wanted running for president. But what I will tell you is, at least on my social media, and I have friends that are conservative, and I also have friends that are very liberal, so I get to see a little bit of both. My wife is very conservative, and she only has conservative friends, so she lives in this conservative bubble where there is no such thing as a liberal point of view. I don't think that's a good idea, because then you have no idea what's going on. So in my bubble, I have friends from both sides, and I see people who were adamant supporters of Bernie Sanders who absolutely dislike Hillary Clinton. And there's a pretty good number of those people out there. He was having rallies that had thousands of people when she would have hundreds of people. Now, these people are not necessarily supporting Donald Trump yet. He's trying to get them to, but I don't think that we've seen a ton of people, take off in a mass exodus to become former Sanders, current Trump supporters. Although, again, that's what he's trying to do. But I can tell you, in addition to the former Bernie Sanders people who are against Clinton, any Trump supporters are also against Clinton. And then anyone who knows anything about Benghazi and has information on that, there are a ton of people right now, and there's a massive Stop Hillary campaign that they're pushing to get the information out, and they're saying that 100% of this is her fault. Now, I don't know that 100% of it is her fault. I guess we've got a lot of interesting things going on with the presidential candidate right now that will hopefully be ironed out so people know exactly who that person is that they're going to vote for. I know we'll see hopefully some resolution on that soon, but there is a giant Stop Hillary campaign. I know there are people out that are saying Stop Trump as well. There are even some that say, if you vote for Trump and if he's elected, I'm moving out of the country. I think we absolutely need to hold them to that. I don't know if you remember this. Back in 2000, Alec Baldwin, who I think is an amazing actor, by the way, he was touting, if George Bush is elected, I'm moving out of the country. What are you still doing here, Mr. Baldwin? I mean, weren't you supposed to leave in 2000? You didn't go. Or 2001, I suppose, is when he actually took office. But you've been around for an extra 15 years. All of these people who are saying that if this person is elected, I'm moving, or if that person is elected, I'm moving, whether they're conservative or liberal or whoever they are, if they say, I'm going to do this if this happens, well, when that happens, they should do that. And if they don't, shut your pie hole. I'm telling you right now, whoever is elected, I'm staying right here. Because no matter what happens, this is the greatest place for me personally on the planet. Now, do I think it's the greatest place on the planet? I don't know. I haven't been to the whole planet, but I love it right where I'm at. I love the freedoms we have. We got a big day coming up next week called Independence Day. I celebrate that day in a way that many other people don't understand. It really matters to me. The 56 signers of that Declaration of Independence, they put their name on that document. They put their neck on the line for you and for me to have the freedoms that we have. So to lightly say, if so-and-so is elected, I'm going to leave this country, you should leave right now. If that's what it is to you, it's all about whoever gets elected, that it means that much to you, you should just leave right now, because that means that nothing else really matters. All the other freedoms that you have, you take for granted, and therefore, I think you're a moron. I'm sorry, I think you're a moron. If you're going to say, if this person gets elected, I'm moving out of the country, and Alec Baldwin, sorry, I'm talking about you. You shouldn't be here right now. you already said, if this person's elected, I'm leaving, and then you didn't leave. And I'm sure it's because there were thousands of people that wanted you to stay, right? I'm sure that's what it was. All I know is I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. That is up to you. You make that decision on your own. I'm going to continue to scroll through these polls and see if any of this makes sense. According to some polls, Trump is up. According to other polls, Clinton is up. Looking to see, like this one says Trump is up 11. This one says Clinton is up 12. So I don't know. Does that mean it's a toss-up? Can we just do a coin toss and get this over with? I know we've got a very interesting election season ahead of us. Thank you so much for listening to PoliticalStorm.com. If you haven't yet become a member at PoliticalStorm.com, do that right now. You could actually have a chance to win a really cool PoliticalStorm.com t-shirt. It's free to sign up and become a member at the website PoliticalStorm.com. Thank you so much for listening to PoliticalStorm.com. I'm John Small.